Hey guys, welcome back to Ben Collects, where I talk about nerdy things. Today I was lucky enough to go and check out the new Pokemon exhibit up in the Natural History Museum with my wife and a couple of friends. Come and take a look. So now just outside of the museum itself, you can see they've actually got Dippy out here. It used to be in the main hallway, now spray painted gold. Not sure why. If anyone knows down in the comments, please let me know. And this little guy here who was very, very cute. Another beautiful overcast rainy day in London, and the queues were pretty big actually. However, we had a ticket allowed us to skip right to the front, which I think you get when you get the tickets to go to the event itself. Going into that main hallway, it's always an amazing sight with the incredible whale. If you haven't been, you've just got to go. Looks like a Slowpoke, if only they'd actually had skeletons of the Pokemon there that day. So there was this incredible mural with all these little models of the Pokemon living alongside of one another. Really cool, really cool. The detail on each one of these is incredible. I really do wish that I managed to get my hands on one of these, or if they sold these in the shop, I'm sure they would sell out real fast. So you have to look really carefully because it's really easy to miss stuff, but great, each one telling its own little story. And here's some Digletts, they were very hard to find. Onix, one of the classic 151, still iconic to this day. Ferret and playing in the grass. Pikachu looking like he's having fun, but I would have said was probably in trouble here. And Dragonite, who is still one of the great Pokemon. But of course, Charizard stealing the show with his rider on his back. Just really good detail on this. Like I said, the more you look, the more you see. My man Umbreon, always happy to see him. And then this fantastic Pokeology idea where it tells you about how it all fits into the world. Then some fantastic paintings, pictures showing all the Pokemon living alongside each other. Some really nice little facts about how they sleep and what they do and how they move and how they run and how they play. I take it these are all meant to sort of fit in with how, if you go to any of the other exhibits in the museum, this is how it shows the other animals. Just look at that. Look at that artwork showing how they all swim and play together. There's the swimming information. That was really interesting as well. Please feel free to pause and read that. And I thought this was particularly good actually with the how they move. Showing how Farafrig runs and Ponyta. Look at these guys. Looking pretty mean with Talonflame there. Man, I'd love some of these on a card, wouldn't you guys? And then Sphelio, sorry, just sticking his head in there. So going into the actual shop itself, there was loads of really nice stuff. The quality was really impressive actually. There was loads of different items, but each one of them really sort of felt heavy, had a decent bit of weight to it. Unfortunately, that did come with some of the higher price tags as well. But very, very polished, very, very nice feeling things. This t-shirt in particular I was tempted by, I must admit. Love the design on the back. I think that was 35 in the end. So I decided to not go with that today. But as you can see, I've already picked up a couple of things already. This also tempting, lovely chromy gold top to it. I believe that's a purse, but it's meant to look like a book. And that was really nice as well. These, of course, everyone's got to have a good old mug, haven't they? The plushies were absolutely everywhere, but very, very cute, and it's nice to see it. Yep, some nice backpacks as well. You look pretty good walking down the road in that. Yet more mugs. This is the design that they went with for the whole event. Some more drinking flasks there, and then, yep, more plushies. This was a really quite classy one. I do like the subtlety of the design there. Once again, that design, you can see it on bags and t-shirts and everything else. Water bottles. This postcard one was quite nice, so I got out to have a look at it. And as you can see, It's got basically all the artworks that are on the t-shirts and on the books and everything else like that. Quite frankly, it's actually a really nice way if you just want to collect the art from this event. It's a nice thing to pick up because it's nice and thick and the print quality is very, very nice. They also had these lovely solid sort of large prints and some very, very nice notebooks. And of course the tote bag, which is going to be a really nice, easy way of picking something up. The original picture that inspired the card that you collect at the end, which I was very happy to see. Some more backpacks and tote bags with the different Pokemon on it. Interesting, the ones they picked were Terrapagos and Victory Bell. And then I managed to see this, which I thought was insane. Solid gold, is it? Yeah, I think it was a 24 karat gold Terrapagos badge or some sort of thing you tied onto stuff. And then, yep, some nice notebooks to go with him. The hoodie's pretty nice as well, good quality. Yet more water bottles. Ivysaur finally getting some love as well on a tote bag and a t-shirt, as well as some notebooks and some mugs. These badges were particularly nice with the evolutions on them. I was very tempted by these. Managed to talk myself out of it, but they are very, very nice. And then this really complicated one with all the different L's on it, and then that 24 karat gold one again, a little bit closer. Some basic t-shirts, but has that Pikachu on it from the thing outside. Some nice little, I don't know if I've actually opened this up. I think there was some sort of notebook, not like a notebook, or maybe some sort of cover. Yet more notebooks. And then an entire wall of these plushies, which I thought were great. And then a nice photo op at the end. Hey guys, so we're back. Fantastic day. Had loads of fun. Well worth checking out if you have a ticket. Maybe not as big as it could have been, but I still had a great time. So when you get there, on the right hand side, there's going to be this mural with this with all the models of the Pokemon. They are great. Well worth having a look at that. Please take your time. There are so many hidden little details that you can find. And if you can find the Diglett, let me know down in the comments, because they were not easy to find. You can actually see that from outside without a ticket, so you can check that out even if you're just going to the museum on a normal day. Then you go through security. On the left-hand side, there's some fantastic pictures. Of course, as always with Pokemon, the artwork is on point, showing them all flying, swimming, and it talks about how they move and interact and live, and that's really interesting as well. Then you go through into the shop, medium-sized shop. Some really good merchandise particular to the event and actually marked as such, but there's a lot of repetition in there. So in reality, you're going to take about 30 to 40 minutes to see absolutely everything. Then once you've done that, of course, though, please consider and just go out and check out the actual museum itself. It's an incredible place. You can spend an entire day there. I have so many good memories of that museum. Check it out. And of course, after that, you're in London. So you could have a whole day there. But just be aware that the actual Pokemon event itself, 30 to 40 minutes, you will have seen absolutely everything. And then you can make a day out of it by visiting the rest of London. But let's talk about what I picked up. So the first thing I picked up was the plushie. This is a really cool little plushie. It's got a great little Pikachu on the side of it, and then the actual museum itself as well. Really good detail. And on the back of it, a stamp to show that it is the official merchandise of the Pokemon and Natural History Museum mashup. That cost me 35 quid, possibly a little bit on the expensive side, but it's so unique, I just had to pick it up. Next thing I grabbed was a notebook with the fossil Pokemon on it, and I thought that was really nice. A little bit of extra artwork on the inside, but it's really just a repeat of what's on the outside, but in pencil scratch. And then on the inside itself, the pages, you're looking at just normal Pokeballs there. But overall, nice book. I like it a lot. It's got a really nice sort of leather finish and an aged look to it, and that cost me 15. I also picked up another notebook, this time with the evolutions on it, because I'm a sucker for Umbreon. but I thought that was really nice again, this sort of leathery finish to it. This time, no additional artwork on the inside, and the pages themselves, although basic, are really nice. And you get quite a few of those, and a really nice sort of gold finish on the edge. And that was 15 as well. And then probably the main thing that you are after if you're going there is ironically the free thing. And it comes with every purchase. So there is actually a bottom limit. As long as you buy anything in the shop, then you have the right to get the card. The cards themselves, before I actually open them, I want to talk about the little booklet that they come with /in, which is really nice, which gives you a bunch of information about the Pokemon, how they live, how they sort of interact with one another, some stats, some figures. It's a really nice little book actually. And once again, this was totally free as long as you bought something from the shop. I will allow you to pause to read that for yourselves. And then probably the main event of the whole thing is going to be the cards. And I don't have just one. I don't just have two. But I was lucky enough to end up with 3 of these guys. And it shows Pikachu actually in the museum itself, which I thought was really nice. This one is mine. This one will be my wife's. And this is for my friend Pete, who I'm hoping will remember to come and pick this up. And he should be watching this. So drop a line in the comments, Pete, to say whether you actually managed to pick this thing up. But on the whole, fantastic day. Went there, it's really well put together. I think it shows a lot of potential for the future. And if this is successful, which I'm led to believe online it is, maybe next time it will come back bigger and even better. I would have liked some sort of Pokemon skeletons. I'm sure I've seen these in other videos about other fossil parks around the world. Would have been amazing to see a Pokemon dinosaur right next to a real one. But maybe for the future, maybe this is just testing the ground, and if it's successful, they'll come back bigger and better next year. Well, thanks very much for joining me. Really appreciate it. Have a nice evening. Bye.